All right, good morning, tribe, and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderberg, and coming to you live from a frosty Raven Scar here in my backyard. So, welcome to Wednesday, Hump Day. Get your humps on. Okay. I have no idea what I'm saying. So how you doing? What's going on? I gotta fix my hair here. I had a haircut yesterday. Good enough. All right. So, Wednesday. Hey, Sarah. Good morning. Hey, Alan. Howdy to the tribe. Man, I don't know if you can hear Chirpy. Chirpy's right there. Hey, good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Kimberly. Tammy, how you doing? Hey, Kimberly, how's your son doing with the loss of the grandma? Hopefully things are slowly coming into place. I need my coffee. Hey, Julie. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Aaron. Kimberlyn. Our resident bully. Bully. I just like saying bully. Bully. Anyway. Yeah, I didn't sleep last night again. So much going on. Man, I think I hit a nerve with so this Thursday on Merriweather's World, we'll be talking about cedar trees. Oh, boy. Talk about a passionate subject to some. But that's okay. Hey, Charles, good morning. It's quite nice out. Let's see. No clouds. We got the moon. Oh, Chirpy flew off somewhere. It should be a good day. He's doing a lot better. He's still having a hard time when she is brought up. I can believe it. It takes time. It's good to hear they were close for both his sake and her sake. I mean, there's some positives on that side of things. And that's the thing with the whole COVID thing. My kids haven't seen mom and dad in probably over a year now. Yeah, I saw that. I got the warning on the thing. The sun is being a bully by opening a corona hole. Let's get blasted. Sun power. But again, those up in the... Hey, Wolf is here. So people like Wolf might get to see the northern lights. All right, good to know you live. Total snowfall here, 15 inches. That's not bad. That's a lot. It's a lot to shovel. Definitely a lot to shovel. And temperature 31. Ooh, so is it going to get all icy and nasty that way? Hey, Kimberly. Good morning. Good morning. Working on my stretches and strength training while I watch. I appreciate associated this time with the rollout. Yeah, makes sense. Use it. I do, my lifts. It's coffee. It really is coffee. In case anyone's wondering, it's coffee. Okay. All right. Hey, Shayla. Good morning. Charles. Good morning. Hey, Roxana. You got up. Hopefully that meant you slept well last night, Roxana. Let's see. Do you think we can have a coronal mass ejection, CME? I'm learning about them. I want to say yes. Usually when a coronal hole opens up, stuff comes out of it. So, and actually, I just got an alert this morning while I was having my egg. Let's see what space weather has. Ooh, we got two notifications. All right. Let's see. Solar activity. Solar flares. Coronal holes. Here we go. Coronal mass ejections. We're pretty neutral right now, but things. It's like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a hurricane watch. Like, okay, the conditions are ripe for the hurricane to hit you, but we'll see. So we might get something, we might not. Hey, I'm a weatherman. Kimberly, he is the baby and only grandson. She had been staying with us for almost 2 months and having issues with her daughter. I'm glad she was here with the kids for the last days. They needed that one-on-one, and it helped them see her decline and kind of prepare for it. That's good. I mean, it's rough, but it's sadly part of life. Okay, our highs over the next few days are freezing or higher, so that's good. Whoop, whoop. Let me see. Okay. Hey, Surrender. Hey, Curie. Hey, Chris. What's kicking chicken? Chicken. Oh, sorry, Chirpy. It's unlike it when I talk about eating birds. Hey, Dina. Did you get your seeds in yet? Man, looking through the catalog you sent, Dina, I'm really curious about it myself. I really want the New Jersey tea. Slept hard, crazy dreams. Well, at least you slept hard. With crazy dreams, I take crazy dreams to be useful things, or at least entertaining. Cedar hates me. I fear solar flares that will take out everything. Yeah, it doesn't look like this will be any sort of Carrington event, any big sort of electromagnetic pulse that burns our power supply. But there's always that chance. Let me say, the more complex a system is, the easier it is to disrupt. Who let the dogs out? Kiri. Ooh, okay, sorry. But you didn't have to leave the dog. You had to take care of the goats and stuff. Hey, S, good morning. Oh, S, I'll be back at Cato Mounds April 10th, I think it is. Just let you know. No, not April 10th. Sometime in April. Hey, Henry, you're here. Drinking coffee with the tribe. Donna, good morning. Oh, nice. Wolf, you're going to build hot frames next few weeks? Cool. So you can grow things in the winter or at least get a head start in the spring. Nice. Up north, those are so good to do. So a hot frame is like a mini greenhouse, but basically the size of half the size of a bathtub with just a glass on a pivot. And so you can start things sooner than you would normally up north. Because living up north sucks. Sorry to all my up north friends, but it's true. Okay, later I have to drive over, feed the cat, check on the deer. Okay, that makes sense. You have to be a citizen of the Cherokee tribe. Cool. But yeah, I'm really curious on the New Jersey Chi. I have high hopes for that one. One is up north that used to be pretty common. It makes a good tea. Hey, Cynthia, good morning. Oop. You're going to ask out a hot frame. I figured a lot of people wouldn't know, so I immediately jumped into the description. But yeah, mini greenhouse. Does anyone know if Trinity is zone 8 or 9? I get mixed results. I'm trying to figure out if I get dragon fruit cactus, if a planter, I can ground plant it. Based on my studies of the planting zone maps, my belief is Trinity is zone 8. Like zone 9 and zone 8 cut right through Houston. So I'm like right on the 8-9 edge, and you're a bit north of me, so I'm thinking that would put you at 8. But depending on does the river have some effect? I don't know how close you're to that, but yeah, I would say zone 8. Whoa, did I mention that the universe gave me an awesome birthday present? No, you did not. Now we're all curious, Wolf, what awesomeness did you get from the universe? because 15 inches of snow is not it, I hope. Yep, Henry, let coffee be thy medicine. Coffee is the elixir of life. Okay, South Fort Worth Burleson area. I'm zone 8A. I know they recently redid them, recently, like in the last 10 years. But I've, at least for here on the north side of Houston, I find following the zone 8 guidelines seem to work for me. Okay, so half mile, that's pretty big there too. It's going to have some minor effect. The thing about water is it's a great like balancer of temperature. So water heats up and then slowly releases its heat, and then at the same time, then by the time it's cool and things around are starting to heat up, it helps keep things cool. So it doesn't so much make it hotter or warmer as much as adds a little more levelness. You don't have quite the swings when you're next to a big body of water. It's kind of like a temperature modulator regulator. Hey, Deanna, good morning to the Carpenters. Oh, okay. Perfect segue. Yeah, well, I didn't sing to him. I didn't know it was his birthday. Wait, okay, I guess I missed Wolf's Great. Okay, birthday present. Samara, I believe Trinity is 8B. Okay, they are booking shows in Portland and Bangor as early as April, meaning I get to return work. I get to return working for concerts. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Wolf is going back to work. Nice. Yeah, Christopher, I've noticed many of the Asian restaurants I go to have them growing in pots they move outside in the summer. I think you would have luck growing them. I think so. Yep, cold frames, that's another name for the Wolf hot frames. So cool. Okay, so when I saw the Carpenters, oops, where'd it go? That reminded me, I was going to show you my spoon. The spoon I carved over the weekend. I still have to sand out the bowl some, but I made a spoon. Wooden spoons have an important role in the Vorderbruggen family. But again, I'll hopefully get Dad or Mom to tell that tale. And just to kind of balance out the carving ability of my spoon versus the little dudes my brother makes. So yeah, he's much better at wood carving. Focus than me. He's gonna make me a new one with a mohawk. Apparently, this dude has a mohawk, but he has his hat on, so you can't see it. So he's carving me one without the mohawk. But I like my spoon. I'm looking forward to using it. Okay. Well, Mom and Dad are here. Morning drive from Mom and Dad starting tomorrow and all through next week. We are going to have Minnesota weather. Oh, you have my sympathy, Dad, Mom. Minnesota weather in the winter is not pleasant weather. It means it's going to get cold. So cold. So very cold. I'm sorry. Warm breakfast, grits, eggs, bacon. Do a spring turkey hunt. I don't have time to. I wish I could. My dad is a huge turkey hunter, but I don't. Spring is when the classes start. Excuse me. The classes start up, and the weather is nice, and so I'm out teaching while I can, and yeah, basically. So, like this weekend, I teach 2 classes at 2 4-hour classes, so 8 hours of teaching on Saturday at Spoke Hollow, 2 2-hour classes at Vista Brewing, and then 2 1-hour classes on Monday at the Woodlands High School. And then it just starts over the following weekend. So, yeah, it's crazy. Yep, I like him. A little hiking buddy. You know, of course, in an emergency, if I need fire, well, so be it. No, I'm not going to burn him. As I reach for a cereal spoon, you decided to share your spoon with us. Synchronicity. It means you are supposed to eat that cereal. So he doesn't sell the little dudes. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, so this is his spoon. So he does make these coffee scoops, and he sells those somewhere. There's like a craft store that he does it. But if you want, Kimberlyn, I can hook you up. Yeah. Oh, it smells good. You notice I smell things a lot, which frankly is not a good practice for a chemist, but so be it. Okay. Okay, so Osmum, how do I season? I'm going to use pure flaxseed oil, you know, like the food grade flaxseed oil, and rub it in there. But I still need to sand it down. I need to, especially the bowl area. But then, yeah, then just flaxseed oil. I was tempted to use some beeswax, but I figure usually I'll be using it for like hot oatmeal and so forth, which would just melt the beeswax. So. I'm trying to figure out how I can plant an early spring garden, even though goats are in my vegetable garden and I have free-range chickens who can fly over a 5-foot fence. Yeah, maybe would a shock collar work on a goat? I mean, it's a terrible thing, but you know, desperate times require desperate situations. Ooh, nice. The Carplets enjoyed chickweed nachos last night. I only put a handful on a huge tray. There were tons of green onions and cilantro too. You too have Taco Tuesday? We have Taco Tuesday. We should be friends. Love me Taco Tuesday. Nah, I wouldn't burn him. He's my little cool. I have several little creatures that my brother has given me or made me over the years. And he has, so this one is pretty simple. This one's probably over a year old. He's been carving for, I don't know, 6 or 7 years and has made some really cool stuff. But lately he's been focusing on the little dudes and has got some really nice ones. I should reach out to him. Okay, Kimberly, I will make introductions. He'll be pleased to hear that. He's like me, that there's always that feeling like, you know, it's a good attempt, but you know, not really high quality. And I mean, really, with my spoon, man. But anyway, yeah, he'll be very pleased to hear that. I need a picture. He made a Virgin Mary statue for Mom for Christmas that was just astounding. And a lot of the wood actually comes from the pear tree in our backyard. Hey, Mom, if you can send me a picture of the statue Paul carved for you so I can share it with people, that would be awesome. Thank you. Let's see. What type of turkeys does your dad have? Does he have? I don't know. Hey, Dad, what sort of turkeys are you hunting? Is there a particular type or species or something? I know there's like Minnesota is getting overrun with wild turkeys. Cereal. Love me cereal. Don't go down the detergent softener aisle. Yeah, it takes me forever. The spice aisle, though. That's true. Okay, so back home in Minnesota, the town I grew up in, the butcher shop is on its third generation. Yeah, at least its third generation, maybe even starting on its fourth generation. But one of the things they do there is they have their own smoker. So they make all these smoked sausages. So you walk into this butcher shop and it's just the most heavenly smoked meat, scent you could ever wish for. Damer's Meat Market, if you're ever in St. Michael, Minnesota, check them out. Yeah, good point. Wouldn't they just eat their collars? Good point. Good point. I guess, putting a shock collar on a goat would, they'll just eat it. Ooh, another Taco Tuesday. Amanda, you have good taste in foods and timing of foods. I am so babbling right now. See, and the other thing about the candle store is they feel nice too. So I'm smelling and touching and yeah. Now, perfume stores like what is it, Body Works and some of those that my kids like to go to, I'll pass on that. Except for the manly part. Tacos. Ooh, that sounds good, Rexana. I didn't have taco and greens, but I did make pico de gallo and bean and cheese quesadillas last night. Ooh, that sounds good. Love me quesadillas too. So I was complaining to my wife last night that we haven't been out for Mexican food for like ever and how badly I want. And, it's like, I wish you'd be okay with going out to restaurants and eat. And she explained to me her concept of exposure points. So not like points where you would get it, but like you have, say, 20 points. And, as long as you stay high, you're unlikely to get coronavirus. But when you drop down to 0 points, there's a good chance. And so each day she assesses what she has to do and decides, is it worth the risk? How many exposure points would it be taking younger weather to dance? How many, doing this or doing that? And so she goes out in public and she does certain stuff, the mask and everything, but she will only go so far, and then she feels the risk is starting, and so she, like, it would be too many exposure points to go to a real sit-down Mexican restaurant for an hour and eat. Okay. I can handle that. Hey, Jason, good morning. We are duckweed. It tasted like nothing, and it was very chewy. Yeah, the duckweed traditionally is just dried into a powder and then just sprinkled on food to increase the nutritional value, some protein, some minerals, some things like that. So yeah, not a lot of flavor. And like I said, best usually just powdered. Yep, that's the one, Nicole. Damer's Meat Market. Yeah. So in my grade, in my grade there was Kim Damer, but in my younger brother, 1 year younger, was Tony Damer, who is now the current owner. But his dad is still there, and his dad inherited from his dad. And I know Tony, at least I think one of his sons is working there and doing stuff. But yeah, good place. They make these things up. So growing up in Minnesota, in St. Michael, one of the things the Lions Club did every summer was the beer stube. which was basically like Oktoberfest, but in early August in Minnesota. But in this one park, they would put up all these little fir trees. They would string lights. They'd have a polka band, and then they would have beer and beer sausage and beer sauerkraut and beer potato salad and beer bread and some other beer-based things. And everyone, it was a fundraiser, and people would come from miles around. It was like this huge party, wonderful, wonderful time. All the kids in the neighborhood loved it because we'd help our parents set up for it, which meant riding around in the back of pickup trucks and getting picnic tables from different people's backyards and taking them there and doing all this stuff and having a great time. But the beer sausage were absolutely fantastic. I love the Damer Meats beer sausage. And to this day, when I go there, I still get the beer sausage, and I get like 2 pounds of it. 1 pound to eat while I'm up in Minnesota, and another pound I freeze and take back here with me. Anyway, just stories from my childhood. Hey, Bonnie, good morning. Ooh, Gary, yesterday Senior Center served enchilada casserole, rice and beans. It was so good. $4. Nice. Woo. Steak sandwiches are good too. Yep. Man, once you get into sausages, oh boy. That's one thing. So, with Merriweather's World coming to an end, it takes up a lot of my time. So I'm going to start experimenting. Hopefully, I'll have some time to start experimenting with making some sausages. Oh. We're seeing. Okay. What's your favorite scent in a candle? That's a toughie. There's so many good scents. I mean, I like vanilla. I like sandalwood. I like, like pine tree, pine forest. Any of the earthy, woodsy, close your eyes, pretend you're outdoors sort of thing is good. Really, all of them. Less enamored of like watermelon. I love watermelon, but this watermelon candle I came out, it didn't work. Did not work. Cinnamon is good in small doses at certain times of year. I love cinnamon as a spice. I love it in my food. I love it in my coffee, things like that. But as a candle, I'd rather be eating the cinnamon than just smelling it and not eating it. All right, Aaron, I had to put up an electric fence to keep the dogs in the yard and from getting into arguments with the neighbor's dogs. It's not too expensive. I bet it would work with goats too. Possibly. Yeah, I keep seeing an ad on YouTube for man soap. It's all natural soap with scents for men. Funny, if it's a Dr. Sasquatch, Miniweather got me 4 bars of it, different fragrances. I almost said flavors. Different fragrances, and it's good stuff. I like it. I used up 3 of the bars. I'm saving 1 more. Got the anniversary coming up later this month, so got to smell good for that. I don't think the dog ones are high voltage enough. Goats have thick skin and probably just ignore it or lay on it and cause it because they like it. That could be. Ooh, husband has been wanting Mexican food. We haven't been out in over a year, being high risk. I get my 2nd vaccine Friday. Cool. Maybe we can soon. He's very against eating inside restaurants right now since they're considered high risk space. And that's a nice thing that Mexican food should be eaten outside on a patio. So there is that. Hey, Dave. Good morning, sir. How are you today? Oh, Gary, I grow duckweed for my chickens, ducks, and geese. It's good for them. Yep, it is a family business. It's cool. It's one of those things that, the whole town, well, when the town was 2,600 people, that was where everyone shopped. And, frankly hung out and talked, and it was like one of the town meeting places. Now that the town is somewhere like 20,000 or some huge number like that, um, it's still constantly busy, thank goodness, but it's not quite the social meeting spot, I guess. It's in and out, especially now with coronavirus, but so good. Ooh, if you have a Mia Costania there near you, their drive-up service is great. We get to go and we're craving Tex-Mex food. That could be good. I can relate to Mrs. Weather exposure points. I have not eaten anything restaurant takeout. I miss Asian. I can cook a lot of Mexican food, but not so much Asian. Yeah, that's the other thing. The Asian buffets. I figure like buffets in general, but Asian buffets were my weakness. They're probably gone, um, which is probably why I've lost some weight. Okay, I keep getting ads for men body part soap. I'm curious as to what I did to target me with those. Well, if you had seen last week's Merriweather's World, you would see that your shopping history indicates that there is a man in your life. And so knowing that women are the ones that buy the nice smelling stuff, they are targeting you so that you buy it for him so that you get to smell it. Just saying. Yep. Mexican restaurant with a patio. Okay, so yeah, the takeout is fine, but I want it hot. I want endless chips. I want to say, yes, I would like another margarita, please. Thank you. There's something about, it coming there. When you take it home in bags and it's, oh, time for the group take. It's just not the same, especially on the chips, which is probably better that I don't have an endless supply of chips, but that's, part of the reason for going to the Mexican food. All right, it is time for the group take. Yay! The liver pill. The brain pill, which as of yesterday is back on, able to advertise on Facebook. So, which also means I'm starting to get the trolls again. I really need to avoid Facebook. That's one of the reasons I couldn't sleep last night. Is there are some people ragging on the brain pill and saying, plants have no power. There's the Russian government came up with this chemical that they gave their astronauts to improve the astronauts' thinking abilities in space, and it's become a big hit with like the neuro hacker type people because Russian chemistry. I want to inject that into my brain. But, like I said, some people don't believe in chemistry, and what I mean by that is they don't believe plants have molecules that have any power on humans as we all drink our coffee. And it's like dealing with flat earthers almost. And the immune pill. Support, maintain, prepare, fight. Mm-hmm. Oh. Da-bum-ba-bum. What is the concept of the beer sausage? I tried cooking some regular in beer and wasn't impressed. No, in this case, the beer is actually incorporated in the sausage itself. I really have no idea how it's made. They're fairly thin links. You can taste the beer in them when you bite into them, and they're very juicy. So, but yeah, cooking them in beer like bratwurst, not much of an effect. Oh, I was still mad at the people from yesterday. Thank you for reminding me, S. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And also, for those of you with borderline blood pressure, we got the blood pressure pill now. All right. Ooh, rosemary candles. Those are good, Donna. Definitely. Let's see. I put up a cattle electric fence. Even my dogs wouldn't have bothered the dog one. Yeah. Ooh, Sherry. Good morning. I like juniper and lavender together. That sounds good. Lavender is nice and juniper is nice. I'm not used to the two together. Oh, Bonnie, lilac. Yes, lilacs are my mom's favorite flower. We have this huge lilac bush right in the center of our backyard between the house and the garage. And when it's blooming, it's so good. So good. Hey, Doug. Howdy, friend. I haven't tried the Duke Cannon. So I've done the Dr. Sasquatch, but I've been intrigued by the Duke Cannon because I see it at Buc-ee's. You know, at Buc-ee's, they have a big display there, and I keep going, because I'm at Buc-ee's a lot. So I might have to splurge, or with my birthday or something like that. Hey, Kathleen. Good morning. Kiri, I am not a man. You never seen by but daily. I'm told you're a man. I am not a man. Hey, Tracy. Good morning. All right, we're just gonna skip over Kimberly there. I like this. If you don't have a fence that holds water, it won't hold a goat. Yikes. No, I haven't seen Tina. Tina, this is one of her class days. Tina and I talked quite a bit on Monday night. She is staying in school, but she is dropping a number of classes and just, unloading some of it and just going to stretch out the time it takes to, be longer. But there are some issues. Uh, and then also working on doing things like improving the internet connection at her house, because there was one case she was taking an online test and the internet blanked out at her house, and so she failed the exam, which just was devastating to her. So she's making some changes to try and improve her ability to do the school, like I said. So not taking as many classes, taking longer, things like that. So she's slowing down. She is not stopping. Ooh, Kit Watch. It was due yesterday. Her belly is so big. Hopefully today. Do you show rabbits, Bonnie? I know there are a number of people here that show rabbits. Oh, yeah. That's very common. Targeting women to buy it for their man. Oh, sir. Okay, if you heat the chips in your oven, you won't be disappointed. Good to know. Until you step on the scale, that is. The issue, though, is like in the checkout, they'll give you like a small bag of chips, and I need like a pillowcase of chips, which is terrible. Absolutely terrible. It's so good. Constance, still in the hunt for good Mexican food in South Carolina. I've tried 5+ places, and I miss Texas more than ever. Understandable, but you're still coming back to Texas, right? I mean, the reasons suck, but Texas. I will say, the up in New York, the Chinese food was absolutely fantastic, and down here, most of the Chinese places are like, ugh. Except if you go down into Houston, into Chinatown, then those are really good. But yeah, I feel when you get used to something good and then you move someplace and it doesn't have any good anywhere, yeah, it kind of sucks. Okay, I will. I'll talk to my brother and get some links up, and I'll figure out a way to do that. So yeah, he does a lot of carving. Um, Good stuff. I don't think many wives of men would appreciate me buying soap for their husbands. I don't know. It depends on what they think of their husband. Like Bowling Fruit Soup says, Mexican food sucks north of Texas anyway. I've had some good ones in Oklahoma, but once you get past Oklahoma, yeah. I remember, so we used to go for Mexican food in New York, and it was really good. And then we came down here, it's like, oh my God, the Mexican food we were having up in New York sucked. But the first date Mrs. Weather and I went on was to Chi-Chi's. If you remember Chi-Chi's Mexican restaurant, that was like the fancy Mexican food. Oh, one day eating Mexican, I fed my baby girl salsa. Her baby food jar was next to the salsa bowl, and I mindly scooped her a spoon. I didn't realize it until she wouldn't take the next bite. Ooh, ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. I use both feminine and masculine scents. I wish there were more gender neutral scents. No, I wonder what a general gender neutral, like maybe cinnamon, maybe some. I don't know. That's a good question. What would be considered a gender neutral soap? Yeah. All right, yeah, I want to take my pills this morning since I came into the office. Thanks for the reminder. That's why we have the group take. Okay, it is 8 a.m. Oh man, there's more coming. I gotta go. A whole bunch of battles. Oh man, I was way behind there. Yeah, Sage. Okay, I gotta run. So love you all. Mom, Dad, love you. Stay warm, stay safe. You know, be careful out there. Hopefully, the Nefs are hanging out with you. And oh, I'm looking at trying to get up there during spring break, which is mid March. Most likely, it would just be me though. Um, so there's that. But all right, I will see you tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening. Have a great one. Oh, and then be sure to check Facebook later today because I got to post some cool stuff. All right, end broadcast because I got.